A highway bridge has collapsed in the city of Genoa during a violent storm. Reports now say 11 people are dead, and you can vividly sense the horror of onlookers in the footage we're about to show you, recorded as the tragedy was unfolding. Our Nick Robertson joins us now from Genoa. I tell you what, these pictures of this collapse are horrific. What information do you have yet on casualties? I know this is a time when so many people are on holiday in Italy.
Yeah, it's a national holiday this week in Italy. It's also a national holiday in France, and we're very close to the French border. This is peak tourist time. The highway crossing the bridge and the collapsed bridge behind me was absolutely chock-a-block with traffic. We were traveling down it towards the broken suspension bridge shortly before the accident took place. Two highways going in each direction, nose-to-tail traffic. So dozens of vehicles, very likely on this long section of collapsed bridge when it fell apart. Heavy thunderstorms at the time, rain absolutely gushing down this very busy highway. Also signs before the bridge on the approach to the bridge of road repairs underway at the bridge. You can still hear the sirens of emergency vehicles here. The city has come to a standstill with traffic, but through that traffic that's diverted off the major highway is our emergency vehicles. We've seen fire trucks with heavy lifting gear, we've seen ambulances, we've seen police vehicles, we've seen mountain rescue teams, other rescue workers trying to make their way to the site of the accident as best they can on foot. It is a very difficult situation. The emergency services here, as you say, have now said that they believe 11 people may have died. Of course, the number of casualties isn't clear yet. We've seen most of the ambulance we've seen have been rushing towards the scene of the rescue effort at the moment. Not so many ambulances moving away towards hospitals from our limited vantage point at the moment. But that bridge you can see behind me, absolutely cut away sheer at a point, and huge piles of broken concrete, twisted rebar lying beneath it. You may be able to hear the sound of a helicopter overhead as well. Various helicopters have been moving in to take a look at the scene, presumably for the emergency services. But this is a major, major tragedy here on a very busy day, a busy day for tourists, a busy day for locals here, many likely going out to the coastline just a few minutes drive from here.
Are you able to tell just how long this bridge was? What more can you tell us about the bridge itself, when it was built? How sound was it? Once again, how long was it? And is there any part of it that's left standing at all?
There is a small part, and I'm going to turn and look at it to give you a visual description as I look at it right now. Perhaps the first quarter kilometer, 300, 400 yards maybe, is still standing. That would be in this direction. On the other side, it's sheared away completely, so hundreds of meters of bridge missing. It spans this canal, large river canal here, and also a number of railroad tracks that run into the city. This is a busy, vibrant port city, bearing a lot of heavy traffic that comes in to use the port, as well as that main tourist highway that went across the bridge. That highway links the Italian Mediterranean coast with the French Mediterranean coast, not far away. So it is the major highway along the Mediterranean here. It's difficult to say precisely how much of the bridge has come down, but from what we can see here, it looks like as if it is hundreds and hundreds of meters of bridge have collapsed. The age of the bridge, at least several decades old. From what we know at this time, one of the older suspension bridges of this type of design. And what I've been able to see by looking at it, towards the top of some of those steel steel cables and metal cables that hold the suspension bridge up towards the top, there are clear signs of rust. On the concrete of the bridge itself, there are some signs of discoloration. But at this stage, it is in the rescue and recovery stage at the moment. Far too early, it seems, to make a judgment on the roadworthiness, if you will, or on the traffic carrying worthiness of this bridge. However, it was signposted for road repairs underway at this time. Again, no doubt all of that will go into whatever investigation is launched to find out what caused this terrible, terrible tragedy to take place.
Just awful pictures out of Genoa, Italy. Nick Robertson, thanks so much for your reporting today.